This quadratic function, f of x equals 4x squared minus 4x plus 21, needs to be rewritten in standard quadratic form so that we can easily name its vertex, access the symmetry, and maximum or minimum value. So we're going to do the process of completing the square. So step one is we're going to group our x's, and if you'll notice, the coefficient of our quadratic term is not 1, and it needs to be before we can complete the square. So let's factor that 4 out. When we factor out 4, we'll have 4 times x squared minus x, because we're going to pull the 4 out of both of these terms, plus 21. And so now we want to complete the square. So we're going to take half of the coefficient of x, which is a 1. So if I take half of 1, I have 1/2. And I'm going to square that value and add it into my equation. Now when I add in that 1/2, we go over here to the side and figure this out, 1/2 squared is equal to 1/4, but that 1/4 is multiplied times 4. So 1/4 times 4 is equal to 1. So the amount of value that we really added to our equation was 1. Therefore, we need to subtract that 1 at the end so that our equation will stay balanced. Now we have a trinomial square. We can factor this. It will factor into x minus 1/2 quantity squared plus 20. And now we have our function written in standard quadratic form. That means that our vertex is going to be equal to 1/2 20. Our axis of symmetry is going to be x equals 1/2. This parabola has a positive leading coefficient, so it's a parabola that's going to open upward. That means that it has a minimum value, and that minimum value is equal to 20.